Hey quilters and sewers, this is Heidi Perfetti, and I am a professional quilter, a teacher, a designer of mosaic quilts I'm most known for. And today I want to share a little bit of information with you about the brand new Janome M7 Continental. I joined the Janome family or Janome makers in March of 2019, and last year I was graciously offered the 9450, and I sewed and did projects on the 9450 to share with you. This year I'm going to be sewing and sharing projects on the new Janome Continental M7. So I wanted to highlight a couple of the features of this machine, just to share with you what a professional quilting and sewing machine this machine is, okay? So what I want to start off with is the amount of workspace area from the right of the needle to the, from the left of the needle to the right of the sewing machine. There is 13.5 inches of workspace area. That is the largest in this home sewing machine industry at this time. And also there is a good, without the extension table, a good 7.5 inches of workspace area without putting the extension table on. Once you put the included extension table on, you have a good 26.5 inches by 15.5 inches of workspace area. That is really an ample workspace area for quilting. In addition to that, you have a good 6 inches of height, and one for those rolled up quilts, okay? So that's a great feature, but one of my favorite quilting features, and it most simulates what a long arm does, is the visibility. Janome has cut away the head of this machine so that you can completely see the needle at this point. So you have maximum visibility of your quilting needle area. That is a tremendous feature. In addition to that, they've included this beautiful 7-inch HD color screen. Now, something that I love, which I'll start off right off the bat with, is there's a clock feature in the upper right-hand corner. In all of my old or former Janome sewing machines, I used to use a Thomas Scientific clock, and I would 3M stick this to my sewing machine. So to have a clock feature built into the home screen of the sewing machine is just wonderful. And not only from a timing perspective, but let's say you have to go get the kids off the school bus, that's a great feature to have. In addition to that, this screen now includes a QR screen, okay? So if you hook it up, you download the app. It's called AccuSpark from Janome. You download the app from the App Store, it's free. And basically what you do is when you download it, you open up the app, and the very first selection is going to be QR code or scan tool. And what you're going to do is have that selected. In the upper right-hand corner is going to be a little sample of a QR code. You click on that, and you line it up with your QR code on your sewing machine screen. And what that's going to do is, you're in the utility screen right now, so all the utility stitches, and there's one of 37 pages. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you everything about every stitch on those 37 pages. In addition to that, how to select thread and needle, winding a bobbin, inserting a bobbin, threading the machine, changing the sewing direction, etc., etc., etc. So if I was to change to the quilting mode, which that's here now, I may also take a photograph of that QR code, which I just did. And now I have all the quilting options. Patchwork piecing, I can just open this up, and up comes patchwork piecing, free motion, ruler work, brand new to this machine, variable zigzag, applique, straight stitch, decorative quilt stitching, clasp stitching, Shishiko and hand look quilting stitches, and I believe there are now 23 hand look stitches. By the way, this machine has 400 stitches that it comes with, but you also have the ability to use an app to create your own stitches and upload them by USB. Again, a beautiful feature if you want to use your own stitches that you create. In addition to that, one of the things that I love about Janome machines, I worked for a Janome dealership. I've sewed on Janome sewing machines since 1992, but I've also worked for a Janome dealership for a few years, and I sold and educated on Janome sewing machines. One of the things I love about Janome is that they don't typically take things away from their sewing machine. What they do is they incorporate new things into their sewing machine. So you can see that you have your standard, if you don't want to use your foot control, which by the way, that's an extra large foot control, which is phenomenal because in the old days, you'd have this narrow foot control and be chasing it all around on your floor, right? You have 2.5 times the width of your standard foot control, so you can't miss using it. And it comes with an optional thread cutter, so that is a tremendous feature. In addition to that, if you unplug your foot control, you can use the stop-start button on your machine, and also some standard features which are customary on Janome sewing machines, your reverse, your auto lock, your needle up down, your scissor or thread cutters, and your press-a-foot up down. And down here is your slider for slow stitching all the way up to, guess what, 1,300 stitches per minute. So if you're doing piecing and you want to chain piece, you can chain piece at 1,300 stitches per minute. That's really phenomenal. In addition to that, the pressure or the strength or the power of this machine, it can go through 2 layers, 3 layers of leather and stitch those beautiful decorative stitches, or it can go through about 10 layers of denim. And that's just amazing. That just tells you this machine is very much like the Janome 6600, the Janome 6700. They put the power, so this machine is a real workhorse. In addition to having all the beautiful accessories and features of quilting and sewing, they put the workhorse into this machine. So again, a real testament to Janome for thinking this through from a quilting and a sewing standpoint. In addition to that, you have your automatic needle threader, which came out a few years ago. And this automatic needle threader is almost 99.9% accurate. You can thread your machine, follow their numbering thread path guide on this machine, which that has stayed for years. You can follow 1 through 10 from the needle spool all the way through the eye of the needle, how to thread this machine without ever having to pick up a manual. And that is a really nice feature because sometimes you just get in a funk and you're changing threads and you want to know how to do it quickly. They have a numbering system built right into this machine. And the needle threader is precise. It goes right through the eye of that needle. So if you have poor eyesight or difficulty seeing the small, minute eye of that needle, no problem at all getting that thread through there, okay? In addition to that, their needle plate now has that amazing feature, which I absolutely love. On the older machines, you would have to bring your bobbin thread up. On this machine, you simply wind your bobbin, bring your bobbin down in, put it in P for perfect, bring it around the thread guide, follow their numbering system, 1, 2 to the cutter, cut your thread, replace your bobbin cover, and boom, you're done with your bobbin. It's that easy. Some other wonderful features of this machine is that it has an independent bobbin winder, and they put the bobbin winder button on the top of the machine. So you simply load your bobbin onto the bobbin, push your bobbin winder guide over in place, press your stop-start button, and there goes your bobbin winder. It engages. Okay, so just a beautiful system. And something else that I absolutely 100% love, because I'm sort of old school, I sort of hated when cars went to computerized systems in the terms of, from the aspect that you'd have to select maybe 3 screens in to get to your heating system. Okay, so Janome put their stitch width and their stitch length on rotary dials right on the front of the machine. That is a tremendous feature to me. And I think many quilters and sewers are going to love the fact that that's out there on that screen. Your machine also comes with your knee lift, and it on that extension table, you're going to love this. There is a little slide out drawer where you can put your bobbins and accessories that you use all the time right in your extension table. And it comes with, of course, your extra large accessory case, which came out a few years ago as well. It is absolutely perfect for storing all of your feet to travel. I can't say enough good about this machine, and I can't wait to bring you next some videos about how I quilt on it. I think you quilters and sewers are absolutely going to fall in love with this machine. And I hope you stick with me and see my next videos. Thank you for watching.